details tonight after a multi-vehicle crash took 3 lives and injured several others in West Knoxville yesterday.
Knoxville police have now identified the victims of that tragic crash who we're told were most likely not wearing their seat belts. As we told you yesterday, the crash happened around 4 in the afternoon on Western Avenue near John May Drive, just west of the Walmart Neighborhood Market and Planet Fitness in West Knoxville.
According to witnesses, a Chevrolet Suburban was driving westbound when it veered into the other lane and hit a Nissan Rogue head-on. We're told this caused an eastbound Nissan Frontier to hit the Suburban as well.
At this point, investigators believe the driver of the Suburban, now identified as 74-year-old Clayton Chandler, may have experienced a medical event. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver and front passenger in the Nissan Rogue were also killed. 31-year-old Krista Maples and her 10-year-old son, and 3 children in the back seat, ages 8, 4, and 2, are still in the hospital seriously hurt in that crash.
We should note crash scene investigators tell us that evidence suggests the 3 who died were not wearing seat belts at the time of the crash. And while some head-on collisions may be unavoidable, there are still safety measures you can take to protect yourself and your family, and not just wearing a seat belt.
On your side tonight, 6 News reporter Naomi Hilmer shares what to do if you find yourself in a similar situation. She joins us in the studio. Naomi.
Lori, Bo, in speaking with a driving instructor, I learned while these types of crashes can be the most detrimental, there are practices you can adopt and tactics you can use to keep yourself protected on the road. They say that starts with driving defensively.
Driving is a social activity. We're not driving with boxes out there, we're driving with people.
As a retired traffic safety specialist and AAA certified driving instructor, Don Lindsey says head-on collisions are difficult to avoid, but you can start by looking ahead.
Look farther down the road. Most of us only tend to look about as far ahead as it takes to stop. And that doesn't give us time to react to things that we could see farther down the road beginning to happen. A car beginning to move a little bit erratically, that sort of thing.
He says looking farther away gives you more time to make a plan, move over, or slow down, but sometimes it can be inevitable.
It takes about a third to a half of a second, and sometimes more, for your brain just to figure out something's going on. And then it takes a little more time to send a signal to your legs and all that. It takes time to react. But to the extent that you can, look for a way to get out of the way, or if not, hit in one of the places we were talking about, at side of the car, front wheel, rear wheel, and try not to hit in the center of the car.
While these situations are hard to anticipate, he says mentally preparing yourself can help.
You just have to be ready to do the thing that you have to do. But a lot of the times we play little mind games. Let's say, all right, got a car coming toward me. What happens if right now that car pulls over? Think about what to do. Sometimes if you do that enough, when the real thing happens, you're ready.
And if all else fails, before you start driving, be sure to buckle up.
It's just impossible to understand how significant the safety belt is. But wear the belt all the time. It is a significant factor in reducing crash injuries and in reducing traffic fatalities.
Lindsey also says it's a good idea to stick to the right side of the road, especially if you're on one with 4 lanes. And stay engaged in your driving, keeping distractions at a minimum if you ever need to make a split decision. Lori?
All right, Naomi, thank you so much. And he also tells us slowing down, no matter the situation, can protect you.